Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing homemade squishy update number 46, so let's just get started. So the first squishy I have is this Hello Kitty donut, and the design on it is showing the different phases of the moon just because I find it so interesting and really beautiful. And I think I was inspired by a t-shirt that had a similar design to this. And it is really soft. And I really like how the design came out on this. And the shading or the darker tones on the moon didn't exactly turn out the same on all of them, but that's okay. Says that one. And the next squishy I have is this Fab Ice Lolly, inspired by the real one, of course. And I also have a tutorial on this. And I used a real wooden stick for this. And this is made out of a bath sponge. And the sprinkles turned out a little bit too thick, but that's fine. I still think this turned out pretty good. And it's also a little bit slow rising as well. Oh, and by the way, this one is made out of memory foam. I forgot to mention that. And the next squishy I have is this Polaroid camera, inspired by the ones by Fujifilm. Hopefully I said that right. And I also have a tutorial on this. And I really like how this turned out, and I just love the turquoise colour. And I also added a little tag onto it, and I just added on this cute little sticker. And it's also stretchy as well. And the next squishies I have are all of these little mini squishies that I made in my turning Poundland sponges into squishies. So basically these were just sponges that I got from Poundland, and they were already in these like animal shapes. So what I did was I just reshaped them and painted them and just turned them into squishies. And this was definitely a lot of fun to do. So first I have this galaxy turtle. And I have this fish, and it's meant to be a sunset design. And I have this dolphin, and this is also meant to be a galaxy design. And this is also quite slow rising. And then I have this frog, and it's meant to be the Frog Prince. And this one is quite hard because I kept adding layers of paint to it just because I was trying to cover up the original colour of the sponge. And then the crown is made out of felt. And then I have this seal, and I was inspired by a real squishy where it's meant to be like a leopard design. Also quite slow rising. And then the last one I have is this rainbow starfish, and this is my favourite out of all of them. And next I have 3 cake squishies. So the first one I have is this rainbow cake. And this is also made out of a bath sponge or 2 bath sponges. And I also have a tutorial on this. And it is also a mirror. And then I have this cake, and this is inspired by grape snaps, and for her one she used fake whipping cream for the at the top and then for the in between the layers, but I ended up just using white puffy paint. And I really like this one. And then for the strawberries and the blueberries, she used clay, but I made mine out of, or I made these strawberries out of makeup sponges. And then for the blueberries, I just, basically what I did was I just painted some dots of, or I just used like my dark blue puffy paint and just put some dots onto a plastic sheet and then just peeled them off, if that makes sense. And then I used a bath sponge for the cake. I think this looks quite realistic as well. I'm really happy with this one. And the next one I have is this Harry Potter inspired cupcake. And the design on it is meant to be Severus Snape's Patronus charm, which is a doe or a deer. And I'm going to be selling this one on my squishy shop. And I really like how the design on it came out. And for the deer, what I did was I just used my white puffy paint and just painted the deer onto a piece of plastic and then just peeled it off and stuck it to the squishy. Just because I didn't want to paint directly onto it because I was afraid I was going to mess it up like many times, so yeah. And then for the cupcake case or the cupcake liner, I decided just to paint it black. And you can also see that it is textured as well. By the way, these are meant to be trees. And then I just decided just to paint loads of white dots just all over it. So I guess it can just be snow, I'm not really sure. And next I have two paper squishies. So the first one I have is this cat donut, which I also have a tutorial on. It's not very squishy. I'm still getting better at making these. And I think it is still pretty cute. And this is inspired by the real cat donut squishies by Cafe Sakura. Hopefully I've said that right. And then the next one I have is this shell paper squishy, and I made this in my 3 colour pencil paper squishy challenge. And this one is a lot easier to squish because I used pieces of foam for this one, and then for this one I used cotton balls. And it is definitely a lot easier to squish. Again, not very slow rising, but that's fine. And you can also hear the air coming out as well. Can probably hear that. And I know this one also looks quite rough, but like I said, I'm still getting better at making paper squishies. And next up I have these 3 alien squishies. So first I have this one. This is the first one that I made. And these are all made out of bath sponges. And I just really enjoy making these for some reason. I just find them kind of cute in some way. So I might make a tutorial on these soon. And then I have these 2, and these are also going to be for sale on my squishy shop. So I have this green one. And I'm not sure what happened here, but for some reason some parts of the green turned out a little bit lighter. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but I still think it looks pretty cool. And then I have this blue one. So yeah, I'm probably going to do a tutorial on these soon, just because I really like making these. And you can just make them in all different colours. And then the next squishy I have is this unicorn egg squishy, and I made this for Easter. And this is also made out of a bath sponge. And then the horn is made out of a makeup sponge. And then the ears are made out of felt. And I think this one is really cute, even though I did have to rush it slightly because I think I made this literally like the day before Easter. And then the next squishy I have is this. It's meant to be a crumpet and it didn't really turn out the best, so I'm probably not going to keep this one, or I might sell it, I'm not sure yet. And this is also made out of a bath sponge. So this was just a random idea that I had one day just because I love crumpets, so I just decided to make one. And then the next squishy I have is this little or mini beach hut squishy, and I also have a tutorial on this. And this one is really slow rising. And now it's probably going to take a while to come back up. But I really like this one. I think it is so cute. And I think I'm still going to make more of these just because they are very simple to do. And I just want to make more in loads of different colours. So yeah, it looks weird now. So yep, there's that one. And the next squishy I have, I was meant to show this in my previous update, but I just forgot. So I have this rainbow loaf of bread, and this is inspired by a real squishy, which I forget the name of it now, so I'll just put the name of it on the screen. So I was just inspired by that squishy. But I decided to make it slightly different, so I ended up cutting slits in it so that way it can hold things. And I really like how the colours turned out on this. I just love how bright it is. And I was originally going to make this a roti toast squishy, but then I just decided just to make it like rainbow. And it is quite dusty because I just keep this one up on a shelf. So there's that one. And then the next squishy I have is another one that is inspired by a real squishy, and it is called the Bellamy Firenze bagel. Again, I hope I said that right. And I also have a tutorial on this. Didn't really turn out the best, but I still think it's pretty good. So these are meant to be the sesame seeds, but they turned out way too big. Then it has lettuce, mayonnaise and ham. And then the last squishy I have is again one that is inspired by a real squishy, and it is this one pancake squishy, I believe it's called. And I also have a tutorial on this. And I think it is meant to be a corgi. Hopefully I'm right, but please correct me if I'm not. And I really, really like this one. I think it is so adorable. And I think the paws are really cute. And this one is also very soft. Oh, and this is also made out of memory foam. So yeah, that was Homemade Squishy Update number 46. I really hope you enjoyed it. And also please stay tuned for some more squishy tutorials coming soon. And also I'm going to be adding more onto my squishy shop very soon, so please keep an eye out for that. And I'll also link my squishy shop in the description box below. And it is also on my channel, so if you go to my channel and then look in the, I think it's the top right corner, you should see a little button that says my shop, so please feel free to go and check it out. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.